What's up, everyone? Good morning to you all. We're back once again in Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you didn't catch the stream yesterday, we flew a whole bunch of legs in iniBuilds A300, which I absolutely love. It's like one of my favorite aircraft in game now. And if you didn't catch that stream, I'll put a box up above. But anyway, we're going to continue that trip. We're going to fly from Rockford. We're in Rockford once again, where we left off. And we're going to go down to Louisville. And we're going to have some Vatsim as well, too. Some Vatsim action. We at least have the center controller up for now. I don't know how long he'll be on, but let's go ahead and hop in the airplane. We'll get it up and running. We've just finished loading it up, right? Looks really, really nice. Old school UPS scheme. We'll do the more recent one in some other flights, but I just love the old school scheme. All right, let's hop in the airplane. And let's see where we're at. First, before we do anything, we're going to load this bad boy up. Let's go to my flight. Let's import from SimBrief, and it's going to be Rockford International, Chicago Rockford International, KRFD to Louisville Muhammad Ali. That's the hub for UPS. Rockford is looking kind of messy right now. Winds 150 at 4 knots, 1/2 statute miles. It's got fog. It's overcast at 200 feet. So kind of like it was yesterday. Yesterday we flew one Cat 3 auto land into the airport because the weather was so bad, and then a Cat 2. But our route for today is going to be the Bixby 1 to Ahmed transition, and then direct to Ramsey, and then we're doing the Frizen 5 into Louisville. Arrival weather is going to be 150 7 knots, 10 statute miles visibility, few clouds at 20,000 feet, scattered at 30, and altimeter 3021. So not too bad on our arrival there. All right, now that we've done that, let's load the plane up. Let's go to weight and balance. We'll import from SimBrief. Custom cargo is like 99% of the time I think I do that, right? Update from SimBrief, and then apply load. So we're hauling 81,000 pounds, 81,800. It's not too bad. All right, the plane should be loaded up and ready. We're close to being ready. Let's go ahead and finish up with our flow here. I need to do a better flow, right? Like, I've kind of got it down enough to get by, but we're doing no smoking all the way on. We're not going to have any smoking on this flight whatsoever. Ground control flight recorder, get that going. Now let's get our nav aligned. The left, right, and center is looking good. And let's see what else. Let's go down here and we'll get nav logo on. And we'll get strobe to auto. Got to get the galley on so we can get our coffee ready too, right? We got to do galley. We're already on ground power. We'll get ATS. We'll get yaw damper. We can't do pitch yet because our nav is not aligned. Let's go ahead and do our fire test for our APU. Squib test. All right, that looks good. And I think, I don't know. We may, yeah, I think we're going to hold off on the APU right now. I think we'll hold off on that. So let's go ahead and do master arm on our emergency exit lights. All right, that's good. All right, so let's go back to our flight plan here. Get that plugged in. We're going to do KRFD. There you out to Louisville, KSDF. All right, get you entered in. It's all right. Yeah, it's got our flight plan in. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand what the difference is. Like, what I do to make it be in there, like, pre-filed or whatever. I really don't. That flight level is not okay, though. We want 250. What is on our flight plan real quick? Let me double check this real quick. Let's see. Flight plan. 25,000. I don't know why it's got 29,000 in, but we'll amend that real fast. Let's go 250. Plug that in. New cost index of we'll say 35 today. I think I read somewhere, I guess it was UPS pilot or someone posted, they said it was 35 to 60 maybe. It's going to be UPS 617 heavy today. So UPS 617. We're not going to worry about an alternate. We shouldn't have to do that. Like, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Block fuel. Let's go ahead and clear that out about the doors. Block fuel is going to be 19.8. 0.8. Zero fuel is going to be 259.6. 259.6. And our CG is going to be 30. We'll just put it in 30 even. We'll round it up, right? All right, I think that's all set. Let's go back to flight plan. Actually in it, and let's align our IRS. We'll get the rest of it entered in just a second, but we need to call up center, then get our IFR clearance if he's still up. Let's double check here and see if he is. Sweet, yes he is. All right, he's going to be on 120.35. Dial that in real fast here. 120. Probably easier to go up. This is the only thing that's kind of tedious is doing these dang radios. Takes a hot minute. Three, 5, there we go. Chicago Center, UPS 617.
UPS 617, Chicago.
Yes, sir. If we could, we like IFR clearance to Louisville.
UPS 617, standby.
Turn it up just a little bit. There we go. Got my headset going so I can hear a little better now. He's kind of quiet.
UPS 617 Heavy, cleared to Louisville to the Bixby 1 departure. Radar vectors to Ahmed. Then file. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 250, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120. Correction, the climb maintain 3,000 initial and expect flight level 250, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.35. Squawk is 7271.
All right, UPS 617 is cleared to Louisville as filed. Bixby 1 departure. Ahmed transition, climb and maintain 3,000. Expect 250, 10 after departure. Departure frequency is with you. And squawk 7271.
617, heavy, your readback was correct. Current weather at standby. Right, you got winds, wind was down to 150 at forward winds, altimeter 3020, you got runway preference?
We can take 19.
Okay, can barely see it from here. When you're ready, go and taxi runway 19.
Okay, when ready, we'll taxi to 19, and then we'll let you know when we're ready to go.
Okay, speed about I can't see the runway from here, so looks like it's really fogged up.
Yeah, it is. It's socked in pretty good here. All right, so we've got that taken care of. We are... Let's go ahead and get our squawk in real quick before I forget about it. He said 7271, right? I'm still really rusty at this. Like, it's taken me... It's taking me a bit to get back in the groove, but I think we'll be okay. All right, so we're clear to 3,000 feet. The Bixby 1 to Ahmed. The Ahmed transition, we can expect 250, 10 after. So yeah, that's pretty much dead on with what we wanted. Let's finish up our flight plan here. All right, nav accuracy is upgraded, so we'll clear you out. We'll clear it once again. Yeah, see, it's like it's saved as a company route, but I don't know what I did to do that. I'm really not sure, but flight plan. Okay, flight plan Correct, Ahmed. We're going to do KRFD. We're going to do our standard instrument departure. We're going to do runway 19. We're going to do the big speed 1, and we're going to do the Ahmed transition. That's all good. We'll insert U, and we've got a discontinuity for vectors, so we'll clear that out really fast. We'll go clear, manual, clear, flight plan discontinuity. Now we're direct Bodie, so that's good. Let's scroll on down to Louisville, SDF, start. We're going to do, we'll do 17 right. We'll do ILS 17 right, and we're going to do the Frizen 5. Frizen 5, there we go, Frizen 5, and it's going to be from Ramsey. That looks good to me, so we'll insert that. Let's double check for any discontinuities for that. So there's going to be some somewhere. There we go, vectors. Actually, no. Yeah, okay, we're good. Never mind, we're good. No alternate, so we're not going to worry about that. Go back to flight plan. All right, takeoff and approach. We need to do that. So let's zoom out here. Let's go back upstairs. Let's get pitch trim going. And I think we may go ahead and see about getting our APU fired up as well, too. Let's do that. And we'll get window heaters. We'll hold off on the probes for now. APU master on. Let it sit for 3 seconds. Go ahead and hit start. Let's come up here. Let's get the oxygen taken care of. I'm not sure what that does, but we got to click it. That's all I know. All right, so let's go ahead and fire test our left and right engine. Squib test looks good. A little bit out of order. We're going to sort this out as we do it more and get used to it. We'll figure it out, but fire test this one. Squib tests. All right, yeah, that's all good. All right, let's figure out our takeoff performance. We're going to be doing runway 19. Sync it to the weather 150 at 4. Altimeter 3019. Anti-ice. Yeah, we're going to be using anti-ice when we take off. Let's calculate that. Flex is 50, 139, 139, 42, 39, 39, 42. That plugged in. 139. 39. Come up here, 42. 42, altitude. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's pull that. Let's do a preset. And then 210 plus 20 is going to be 230. There you go.
United 2200 about Lima airspace. Cleveland Center is currently offline this morning. Radar sense from the
altitude is going to be 3,000, and runway heading is over here to our charts. We'll get those loaded in real fast. Let's do airports. Let's pin U, and let's go ahead and get the departure pinned as well too. The Bixby 1 RNAV departure. Get that pinned. All right, let's look at our airport here. Runway heading is going to be, it looks like, 188. All right, let's plug that in real fast.
American 1647 line Lima airspace, Minneapolis offline this morning. Radar sense is terminated this morning.
188. All right, that is all looking good. Let's go ahead and set our altimeters. I think it should be 3019, right? 3019, that's all good to go. Let's click U. Let's set our landing elevation for Louisville. I just know off the top of my head it's going to be 500 feet, so that's what we're going to set. 500 feet. I think flex was 50. We'll double check that in just a second. There we go.
Chicago Center, Delta 917 with you, flight level 280 for 290.
Let's double check it real fast just to make sure. Yeah, it's 50 on that. Okay, that's looking good. I think we're set on everything here.
Maintain flight level 290 for now.
Go ahead and get our doors closed. Close all doors. Nice. That's pretty slick, right? It looks like it. Well, I was going to say it's trying to clear up here, but no, never mind. It's not. It's really just not. All right, let's get that taken care of. Our APU is now available, so we'll go APU bleed. And now we can ditch the external power. The ground power can go away. Back over here. Let's toggle him. Let's see. Let's set parking brake. Toggle our chocks and arm all doors. Now we're set. It's just the two of us, just two pilots. We don't have any jump seaters or anything like that. Let's go ahead and clear out our rudder. I think that's fine. Everything should be good down here. And we should be ready to push back here. We'll push back in just a second. All right, so we're ready to push back. Let's go ahead and get them started. It's just a built-in pushback. I don't have a lot of stuff for Microsoft right now. I'd like to change that, but we'll just have to see. I'd love to get GSX. I think GSX would be a good one to have. All right, we'll let him get into position and he'll start pushing us back. We'll push straight back and then around to the left a little bit. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake. Parking brake is off. Hop in the airplane so we get our engine started. There we go. Nice. All right, we're going to push back straight just a little bit. Let's go to crank A. And numero dos. Let's get numero dos going and let's push to right. Let's double check. Make sure we're going to be clear, right? I kind of think we need to go back straight just a little bit here. I just don't want to swing our tail into that building there. All right, N2 is up 20%. Let's give her some fuel. Oh, we didn't do beacon. Spurs first infraction. Doggone it. We used to have a checklist, right? Let's come back to the right a little bit more.
Good morning, Chicago Center. Spirit Wings 2918, facing southeast, near gate Kilo 10, ready for taxi.
Was 1810 on your transponder, please?
All right, I think that's good. Let's go ahead and stop right here. We'll set the parking brake. Stop. Parking brake set. And let's see. Engine number 2 is coming up and stabilized. That looks good. Almost 63%.
Arrival. Expect to runway 22 left.
Go ahead and do number 1. Numero uno.
Alright, send me the ND6 arrival. Right, 22 left transition, Delta 917.
There, number 1's coming up nicely, almost 20%. There's 20. I'll add in the fuel.
1260, flight level 330.
Let's go transponder on. Oh, I love the sound of the startup. It sounds so good, right?
Taxi Alpha 18 Victor.
Runway 22 left via Alpha 18 Victor for Spirit Wings 2918.
All right, IDG just came on. I guess that's the integrated drive generator or something like that. I guess that's the power swapping over. I could be wrong. I don't know. I think our engines are both up and running though. Yeah, there we are. 62.7, 62.7. Those look good. Let's go crank off for now. Let's go ahead and get probe heat on. Let's get APU bleed off and let's get APU off. Let's go ahead and get nose to taxi. Runway turn off on, and the wing lights are all on. We will be using anti-ice. We'll get that. We're ready to take off. We're going to throw the dome on so there won't be any shadows in the cockpit. Sometimes I like to do that just to light it up a little bit, you know. It's like, you know, even in the daytime, like you can look around, or if you look out and you come back in, like it'll be kind of dark, and there'll be some dark areas. So I'll roll with the dome on like more during the day than anything, honestly. All right, I think we're set with everything. Let's go ahead and arm the speed brake. Hit the flaps to take off. It's going to be 15-15 takeoff on flap setting. Let's pull up engines. Looks good. Let's check our takeoff configuration. Test is normal. Nice. I love that test. Man, that is a lifesaver. That has saved my butt so many times because Spur doesn't have the flow down, right? So, like, it can save your butt big time. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to do heading select and level change on takeoff for the time being, and I guess we'll call up ATC and let them know we're ready to go. Chicago Center UPS 617 is ready to taxi at Rockford.
UPS 617, runway 19 on. You can taxi via Foxtrot Bravo.
All right, runway 19 via Foxtrot and Bravo, UPS 617.
617. Where are you? Parked at the South Cargo or are you at the North?
We're at the North Cargo, the big UPS ramp up here. They keep referring to South Cargo. I've never seen anything parked down at South Cargo. I don't know what's up with that, but reset parking brake. All right, let's get going, guys. Oh, this plane is such a fly. It's such a joy to fly. It really just is. I absolutely love this plane. The reason why, this is the full reason why we're doing more Microsoft, is because of this airplane right here. This airplane offers everything that I could possibly want right now in the sim, and I'll get into that more later, but it absolutely does. It absolutely adds everything I could possibly want in the sim right now as far as what I like to do and everything. All right, so we're going to taxi to runway 19. It looks like it's trying to clear up here. Maybe it's just because the sun's come up a little bit more and it's a little brighter, but it's still pretty bad. Like I said, if you guys didn't catch the stream yesterday, we had to do a Cat 3 auto land. Like, it was like 200-foot ceiling with a quarter-mile visibility and freezing fog. Like, it was great. But the auto land worked on this plane. Like, this plane does everything I could possibly expect it to do. You know, it may not be amazing at it, but I don't really have a way to judge because I'm not a real-life A300 pilot. But it does everything I need it to do. And it does it pretty dang good, so, like, you can't beat that, right? You totally can't beat that at all. All right, let's get down here to 19. Yeah, maybe they do some cargo ops down there at the South Ramp. I know they taxied me down there yesterday. It kind of surprised me because everything that I've seen on Google Earth... Come on, we gotta set these to -5. I guess it's for the GPWS when you take off, and then you just turn it right back off. There you go. Wow, the power of taxiing a little bit faster than what I'd like. So yeah, I've been flying around Chicago almost exclusively, Louisville to Rockford, Louisville to Minneapolis. I would like to have done Gary, Indiana. That's another one. That's a really cool flight they do in an A300. It's Rockford to Gary. It's at 5,000 feet maximum altitude. It's like a 20-minute hop. Like, it's amazing. But Gary, the runway at Gary right now in game is like the old runway. It's not conducive to A300s. It's like landing on an aircraft carrier. Like I tried it one time and I was like, nope, that's like that barely worked. The runway nowadays is or currently is a hair over 8,000 feet long, and it's not 8,000 feet in game. Like, and there's some payware scenery for it. It's really nice payware scenery. It's $12. It's like $12.99 or something. But like, how many times am I going to fly into Gary? You know, like, can I justify $12 for an airport that I may hardly ever fly into? You know, so I don't know. All right, we'll get up here and we'll hold shorts. Take care of a few things and let him know we're ready to go. Let Center know we're ready to get out of here. Nice that we have Center on. That's really cool. Usually in the morning, I'm doing a morning flight, right? Usually there's not a lot going on Vatsim, like controller wise. Like you see tons of other airplanes, but all right, there we go. Let's set park and brake. Let's hop back in. Let's see. Strobes on. Landing lights on.
Center spare wings 2918, holding short 22 left.
That's good. Everything else I think is good to go on here. Let's do auto brake to max for RTO. We gotta do our trim. I know our trim, like every time the trim is like 2 degrees nose down, so that's what we're doing, 2 degrees nose down on trim. And I think everything else is good here. We're squawking, we're talking. Oh, we got to go to TAR8. Now we're good. Squawking, talking, speed brake set, flaps are down, 15-15 takeoff. Everything's set on the FCU. Flight runway heading to 3,000 feet. And then he may vector us, but he should clear us on the Bixby 1.
Descent bank is fixed. Expect to edge center. Over control 16.
Chicago Center, UPS 617 heavy, hold short, runway 19.
UPS 617 heavy, fly remaining runway 19, clear for takeoff.
All right, runway heading, clear takeoff, runway 19, UPS 617 heavy. All right, guys, let's go. Let's blast off. Here, a little power. I think we've got everything. Like I said, I really need to work on my flow. I need like a checklist. I've got checklists, but I want something physical that I can like put my hands on and like have it like right here in front of me instead of like looking between monitors and all that stuff. You know, I mean, they do have the built-in checklist, right? But I don't know. It just doesn't work for me, if that makes sense. I need something a little better. Man, it is foggy as hell here, right? Yeah, it is. All right, let's get on the brakes here.
25 with Victor, request taxi.
Run the power up to 40.
United 725, runway 22 left, taxi via Bravo Victor.
All right, looks good. Engines are stable, and let's go take off thrust.
United 725.
All right, let's go, guys. Off the brakes. Slight forward pressure. V2 is going to be 142. A little bit of crosswind, 100 knots, neutral pressure. Only thing is just the nose wheel steering is so touchy on this plane. All right. V2, rotate.
18 airborne at 2,800 feet.
All right, we're up. Positive rate, gear up. Follow the flight director. Oh, she sounds so good. I love that buzzsaw sound. Man, this plane sounds good.
2018, radar contact 3000, direct to Casino, climb maintain 15,000 at normal speed.
All right, through 1,500 feet. Go ahead and get flaps up.
Perfect 2918, radar contact, climb maintain 15,000 at normal speed.
Climb maintain 15,000 at normal speed.
All right, autopilot on. Chicago Center, UPS 617 Heavy with you at 3,000.
UPS 617 Heavy, radar contact 3000, direct Ahmed, climb maintain 5250.
All right, direct Ahmed and up to 250 UPS 617 Heavy. All right, let's go direct to Ahmed. Man, they just cut a whole bunch of they cut a whole bunch of the departure off. You know what, it's fine. They sure did though, man. It just ultimately saves us time, right? Let's go profile mode. And up to 250. All right, after takeoff, let's do landing gear is now off. Take care of the speed brakes. Flaps are up. Altimeters are set. I think we're good to go, guys. We're in climb mode.
Direct Acito, now climb maintain 320.
Clear direct to Ceto, climb maintain 320, spare wings 2918.
There we go. Now she's accelerating. All right, so we're climbing out. We got out of the suit pretty quick, so that's good at least. Not too bad. Oh, we got to get our lights taken care of too. At least do that. Let's do our runway turn off. Let's do wing lights off. And nose off. We're going to leave landing lights on to at least 10,000 feet. Oh, we never did seat belts, but it's just the two of us. Like, it's just me. We're pretending. We got to pretend co-pilot, right? We got to pretend first officer, but yeah, I think we're good. We'll hang out with the landing lights to at least 10,000, if not higher than that. Sometimes around Chicago, because it's so busy and there's so much traffic in and out of here, I'll leave them on until 18,000.
Good morning, United 23, request taxi with Victor.
All right, sweet. We're looking good, guys. A little bit of traffic out there. There should be someone directly ahead.
United 23 is it?
At 7,600 feet, so almost co-altitude.
Okay, where are you?
We're over in the undercargo ramp next to this giant 57.
Okay, it looks like it's Romeo Papa Alpha 23, correct?
Yeah, I don't see them.
Oh, yep, forgot my call sign. We're going to be Brickyard today. I forgot. Brickyard 23.
Brickyard 23, all right. The runway, would you like 287 for departure today?
Yeah, we could take 287. We appreciate that.
Oh, I love Final Vatsim, guys. It's so much fun. I'm glad I got back into this.
23, runway 28 center. You can taxi via Sierra 1. I'm not sure what kind of scenery you've got because O'Hare's going through a little bit of a redo there, but you can take uniform, or Romeo.
All right, we're through 10,000 feet. Everything looks good. Altimeter's still good. We're going to keep going with the landing lights because we do have a few aircraft ahead of us.
Sierra uniform, Romeo to 28 center. Yeah, for Brickyard 23.
I said we'll hang on to those for a little bit. It's cool, and I don't see people do that in game, but I've heard of this in real life. Is like when airliners are meeting each other on the same airway, like opposite direction.
57, ready for taxi with Victor.
They'll flash their landing lights at each other, if nothing else, just to kind of say hello, like kind of like a greeting. You know, I don't know if that's like done all the time or not, or if that's super common, but I have read that. I've read that from pilots before. So.
I know it's under construction, but I think you should have that constructed. It's an old super easily.
All right, she's accelerating nicely.
Over there for 28 center, Sierra 1 uniform, Romeo for 28 center. Ground 57 heavy.
Just going to climb at 320 knots. I still wish she'd climb at 300. 300 is actually the climb profile, but I haven't found that yet. Optimal is going to be 350. Yeah, cruise is 250. I haven't found anything about setting the climb profiles. Some airplanes you can do that, right? You can set your climb and your cruise and everything, but max climb. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't see anything about it. It may be in there somewhere, and I just haven't found it. But
left, fully ready.
All right, we got traffic straight ahead at 24,000 feet. Oof, yeah, I hope I don't know how this is going to work out. So we're climbing, they're descending into Chicago, right? Yeah, they're going Tucson to Chicago, and a Mad Dog MD-82. That's one I definitely need to get. I love that airplane. If you want a fun airplane to fly, if you want a plane that is an absolute little rocket and a blast, fly the Mad Dog. Man, it's like, I haven't flown it in sim. I don't know what that plane is like, but the real life one is like, every pilot that I've ever known has flown the Mad Dog, just absolutely loved it.
United 725, turn left heading 170, Christian 170, runway 22 left, just take off.
Left heading 170, cleared takeoff, 22 left, United 725.
There, I'm just watching this guy, this American descending through, he's through 22,000 now. He's going to be right over here. See if we can find him. Yeah, he's showing, he's level at 22 right now, looks like. And we're going to 25, so I'm going to be crossing right in front of him and climbing. Oh, this is...
2918. Is anyone else getting in-game ATC on this frequency?
What sim are you on?
Microsoft Flight Sim 2020.
You have to go turn it off in the settings.
Copy that. Thank you.
American 1260, traffic left to right, climbing out of flight 180. It's UPS A300, not a factor, it'll be above you. About 5 hours.
Looking for traffic, American 1260.
Bearing 2918, are you hearing 80?
Affirmative.
Wow, oh, there he is. All right, there he is. Got the traffic. Nice. Nice, there he is. Oh, I lost him. I saw him for a split second, then I lost him. There he is. That's the American Mad Dog. That is so cool. Only in Vatsim, right? Like, you could do this, you know, you could do this with AI, but it's kind of janky, right? Let's be honest.
I think somebody seems to lead the Area 80 on some reason. Way off in Cleveland airspace, but aircraft over there.
Yeah, I just lost him now. I think he just crossed behind us. I just lost him again. At least the weather's clearing out for us, so that's good. We got a good flight.
That is 725, passing 3,000.
Yeah, I totally lost him. I totally lost him now. I don't know where he went. Because Civil Air is a little bit behind, right? Like, there's a delay.
15,000, normal speed, United 725.
Chicago Center, Brickyard, 23 is holding short, 28 Center.
Let's go ahead. Yeah, we got some visible moisture. I think we're just going to hang on to the anti-ice for now.
28 Center, clear for takeoff.
Just to be safe, right?
Yeah, 27. Heavy runway 28 Center, line please.
28 Center, line up from Wave, John, 57 heavy.
Beautiful. Right, absolutely gorgeous. What a gorgeous, gorgeous view. The big heavy Airbus. So yeah, why this plane has everything that I could possibly ask for a plane in Microsoft Flight Simulator. For one, cargo ops allows, well, okay, for one, it fills the need for a good cargo aircraft, right? You could do the 7.4, you could do the PMDG 7.3, you know, for like prime air and that kind of stuff. But
Negative, nothing for me. You know,
the thing I love about the iniBuilds A300 is if you base this thing off real life hops, you have a lot of like really short hops that they make. You know, hops that are like 20, 30, 45, you know, hour long that aren't very long. So it gives you the opportunity to fly a heavy Airbus or a heavy aircraft on these short trips that, you know, aren't like a huge time investment. Because let's face it, a heavy aircraft for a passenger plane would, you know, they're generally longer runs, right? Like there are some short hops in the heavy passenger aircraft, but usually they're longer runs, right? So, all right, here you go. We got one more aircraft here. We got a Spirit Wings over here somewhere. He's through 24-4. We better hop back in just in case.
Southwest 1052.
Yeah, Southwest 1052. Can you say again the arrival, please?
I think he's going to cross in front of us if he hasn't already.
Via the Flight 7 arrival. Expect runway 28 center. Information vector.
We're coming up on 24,000 now. He is through 25, so yeah, we're fine.
Expect 28 center and information vector Southwest.
Looking for that traffic. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. So yeah, it allows me to do short hops in a heavy aircraft. That's like the basic gist of it, right? Like, you know, passenger side of things in a heavy aircraft, usually they're longer flights. There are some short hops you can find, but
make that right turn heading 040, radar contact 2,700.
There's so many as a cargo you know, operation. There's just like way more options. And the other thing about it is that it takes you into a lot more obscure airports as well too. It gives you the opportunity to fly a heavy aircraft into an obscure airport where if you did passenger stuff, you know, it may be only regional jets or stuff like that. And here I'm flying a heavy Airbus into the airport. So that's really super cool. Like, I absolutely love that. I think that's absolutely amazing. Why is she slowing up on me? Because I don't want her to do that. She's still on profile.
Center. Descent 10,000.
Yeah, I want to do yeah, you know what, we'll go with 300 for now. It's fine, we'll stick with 300.
670 enemy traffic now climbing out of Flight 270, about 2,000 above you at 12 o'clock, 3 miles.
All right, UPS has traffic inside. Look at that. Is that not cool or what? That is so freaking cool.
Recap 23 for the right turn heading 090.
That is so cool. That is so cool. Love it. Nice. That was the Spirit Wings. That's the big banana, the flying banana, right? So yeah, short hops, bigger aircraft, and you get to go into obscure airports like Albany, Georgia. You know, you get to fly a big heavy aircraft into Albany, Georgia, which generally wouldn't see a heavy aircraft, right? Especially passenger wise. So pretty cool. All right, we need to start thinking about our arrival. So let's go down here to Louisville. Right.
Chicago Center, John's 57 with you, passing 3,000.
And let's see, let's do airports. Pin U. The arrival is going to be the Frizen.
Climb 15,000, John's 57 heading.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Arrival is going to be the Frizen 5.
Direct Duffy 310.
Pin U, and the approach is going to be a 17 right. We'll do ILS 17 right.
725 level 15,000.
There we go. All right, 17 right. Let's go to our pin approaches.
370 and can redirect Denton as well, United 725.
Direct Denton, resume on navigation.
It's going to be 110.3, 170.
United 725.
0.3.
Stand 57 heavy, right turn heading 040.
Ah, this is another one that takes forever, right? Like you sit here for a hot minute just spinning this thing. I wish there's a way you could go to the opposite course and then scroll from there. That way it'd be a little closer, right? There we go, 170. All right, let's look at our arrival. Actually, let's go back to pinned and let's do Prison 5. We're heading direct. What are we heading direct for right now? I'll zoom out a little bit here so we can see. We're heading direct Ramsey. Okay. Our arrival, the Frizen. Ramsey's no constraints. We're at 250 Susie, uncod, and then we got Frizen at 11,250 knots. And then we do Spires. We got to do Spires at or above 4,000. Then we'll pick up the ILS into Louisville. And as far as ATC, there's no one down there. Yeah, no one for Indianapolis. Doesn't look like there's any traffic. There's a heavy 747 just departed going to Honolulu. He's going to have a nice flight ahead of him. So
57 heavy, turn right heading 100.
100 for 57 heavy.
All right, so yeah, Frizen at 11,000, so we need to be thinking about that. Let's zoom out and see where we're at as far as Frizen. Looks like our top of descent is going to be just past Ramsey. Yeah, we still got that just a little bit of lingering moisture there. It just has me a little bit concerned. Like I said, we're in icing range. Let's go ahead and get seatbelt signs off. Let's get landing lights too. We should have done that at 18,000 feet. But Spur got tied up or distracted or something. But either way, that's good. No smoking stays on. This is a no smoking flight, right? Arrival weather into Louisville is going to be winds 1507 knots, 10 statute miles, visibility few at 20,000, scattered at 30,000. So yeah, it's pretty much the same. Altimeter 3021. So yeah, pretty much the same. It's not changing a lot. Who is he talking to? Who's the other heavy he's talking to?
Direct Duffy for Giants 57 heavy.
Giant. Okay, Atlas Air going to JFK from O'Hare. That's cool. That is way cool. That American that we saw fly behind us, he's on final approach into O'Hare, and the Spirit Wings is off to our right. At 31, looks like he's climbing through 31,000 feet. Where is he going? Spirit Wings is going to DFW. Nice. Would be a good flight. Someone's out flying a 763. It's FDC 1601 straight ahead. I don't know, it's Memphis to Indiana.
Badly, my space Indy still offline this morning. Radar service for the Terminator. Have a good flight. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks for your ATC, UPS 617 heavy. All right, I guess we go to Uticom now.
Service 2918, contact KC Center 125.7.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Yeah, so it's just us. It's me, myself, and I. Out in the wild blue yonder, right? Looks like a little fog down there on the ground. Let's go over to, we'll go over to Navigraph. And we'll look at our route here. I'll pull it up. All right, let's get Navigraph going here. Sweet. So yeah, we're over here just off of Danville. Gonna be Danville right over there. Pretty cool. At least give a little idea of where we're at and what we're doing. But yeah, that's Danville. Off the other wing, you can't see it because the fog is going to be Champaign, Illinois. Man, I flew down there a ton back in the day, back in the early Microsoft days, like 5.0 and 95. Ooh, a lot of Cessna trips down there when I was just learning to fly in game. Like it was, Spur was just a wee lad, right? Just a wee lad learning how to fly. I crashed so many times at Mixfield in this game. It's ridiculous, man. They're like, too bad it can't keep track of all the craters that I put into the ground in Migs. Believe it or not, Spur didn't, he wasn't born to like knowing how to fly. It took a lot of work. I know it's hard to believe, right? But it's hard to believe, but it's true. It's true. That's for sure. It's true. What river is this right here? What river is that? That is... Yeah, it's not telling me. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not telling me. I don't... that's the Wabash? That might be the Wabash, actually. There it is. It's going to be the Wabash River. Nice. All right, let's get we'll get Navigraph back down. So you got, well, you know what? I'll show you the overall picture, the big picture here, right? This is the big picture. This is our arrival into Louisville, and we'll select our approach. We'll do ILS 17 right. Add to route. There we go. All right, we're set with that. Looking really good. We're up here just to the northwest of Ramsey. We're gonna talk like Mike Tyson there for a second. Northwest. Yeah, just northwest of Ramsey. We'll get this pulled down. We'll hop back in the cockpit. Yeah, all right, Navigraph's away. Back in the plane. How far out are we? Ramsey's 31 nautical miles. Let's zoom her in again here. We got to cross. Does Frizen have a crossing restriction? No, it does it not. There we go. 13,000. That's not right. That's not right at all. Frizen is supposed to be... Yeah, it may have screwed us up because we didn't have our... Frizen had 11,250 knots. Let's plug that in real fast. /11000 at 250 knots. There we go. Now it's updated. I don't know why, but that's probably going to change our descent. You know what? We're going to go ahead and start descending. Let's double check, make sure there's no ATC. Yeah, we're good. Let's go ahead and start a descent. We'll start a nice, easy descent. We're going to do it manually. Let's start out with 1800. See what that does for us. We'll stay at 300 knots descent. Should be fine. We should be able to lessen that a little bit. Yeah, let's lessen it up just a little bit here. We don't need to be. We'll do like. I think 1,500 feet per minute is good. Yeah, that should put us just about right on top of it. A little bit shy to give us time to slow up too, but we're descending like 1,500 feet per minute. That's not bad. That's plenty enough to slow up as well too. All right, let's zoom back out a little bit. As far as traffic, we've got the FDC 763. Man, I would love a 767. The two other planes that I want in game more than anything else is a 767 and a 75. Like I would be on cloud 9 if we had those in game. I really just would. Those would be amazing. We got another A300 taking off out of Indianapolis, heading for Memphis. FedEx 2711. That's actually a flight I've looked at flying maybe sometime. Like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of A300 flights in game. We may jump into PMDG sometime as well too. But I don't really care for the A320. It's just not my cup of tea. It's all right. Like, I'll be the first to tell you, I'm not really that much of an Airbus guy. Like, this is as Airbus as I get right here. You know, this is the Airbus. It's kind of like a Boeing a little bit, maybe. I mean, at least as far as it has a yoke, right? It doesn't have the side stick and all that mess, but it's got a yoke. Not too bad. I love this plane. Like the plane itself, I absolutely love. I couldn't tell you guys like that enough. Let's see. FedEx is through 16,000 feet. He's climbing. I don't know what his top altitude is going to be. We got a 738 behind us at 33,000 feet. He's going to be overflying us in a little while, it looks like. I'm still watching that FedEx. I think he should be able to climb like yeah. He's almost through my altitude already, so we should be fine. He's going to be over here about 11 o'clock. Probably 30 miles or so. We're in the wild country out here, guys. It's like every man for himself. At least you can't, like, at least I don't think, if you hit someone in game, I don't think it actually does anything. I think you just fly through each other, right? All right, we're turning on course for Susie. Gonna turn on course for Susie. Let's we'll bug this altitude as soon as we roll out. There we go. I try to keep that bugged. I forget it a lot, but I try to keep it bugged. All right, 28 out of Susie. We're still descending through 20,000 feet. Nice, easy descent. The only other thing we got to worry about is hitting up prison at 250 knots, but it doesn't have the speed on there, but that's absolutely published. I was just looking at it on the chart like you guys were there. Y'all looking at it. See, it says 250 knots at 11,000 feet. I don't know why it's not auto-populating that constraint, but it should. It totally should put that in. Look at the rest of our arrival here so we can kind of set up for our ILS approach. Spires at 4,000 feet. And then we're going to hit up our ILS 17. We got it. Okay, Spire. All right, I see. It goes directly from, yeah, Spires just leads you right into it. Bulgers? I guess I don't know what that is. Some of these fixes just like totally throw me for a loop. Decision height is going to be 685 feet. Let's go ahead and get that plugged in. 685. Start getting ready for arrival. Oh, come on. There we go. 685. Wind. The wind is going to be for Louisville. Wind is 150, 7 knots. So 7 knot wind correction. We'll put that in. The app's going to be 138. We're not crazy heavy. We're going to be doing a 30-40 landing. I have seen some people say, unless the plane is like terribly heavy, a 15-20. So I don't know. We may have to try that sometime. I don't know like what weight range the plane starts. You like consider it to start getting heavy, right? Like I don't know. Okay, that all looks good. Let's go back to our arrival. Let's look at it one more time. So yeah, Spires. We'll pick up Spires at 4,000 feet, and then we gotta descend to 3,000. We should start picking up the ILS at 3,000. There. So Spires. Let's see. That's 3.5. Yeah, we need to hit up Spires at like, I'm gonna say 190 maybe. Spires at 190. It's got 250 at 4,000. No, that's way too fast. Let's do 190. There we go. Spires at 190, and we'll do Bulgars at... I don't know. That's not very far out, honestly. Bulgars at... I may do Spires at 170, actually. Let's change that up. Let's do 170. We're not going to let the plane do profile anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I just like to have that in there as a backup, right? We need to go... Yeah, we need to do our altimeter. There we go. Let's set you. Set you. Louisville altimeter is 3021. Let's go ahead and get that set. 3021. 3021. That's good. I don't think there's any other traffic that's a factor. FedEx is done flown ahead of us. We do have another A300 for UPS 904. At Louisville, he's getting ready to head to LAX. Yeah, he's going to have a flight ahead of him too. We'll see. We'll start making some call outs when we get down there, but I think we'll be all right. All right, Frizen, we got to hit at 11,250 knots. Let's go ahead and slow this bad boy down. Get some speed brakes out to help us. That should be good right there. Change our descent rate just a little bit here. We'll try 1,300. Let's try 1,000 actually. See where that puts us. Nice. All right, looking good, guys. Looking good. No other traffic that I see that is a factor. The FedEx is clear of us. We do have the UPS. He looks like he may be getting ready to take off right now, actually. Yeah, he just pushed back. All right, he's pushing back from the terminal, or at least he did a minute or two ago. Go ahead, we'll make a call. Actually, we'll make a call because it echoes like no tomorrow. Louisville traffic, UPS 617, heavy inbound, Frizen 5 for the ILS 17 right, Louisville. All right, so we're good. We're still a long ways out. That was like a really early call, but that dude may not even have heard us, but... just to be safe, right? I'm surprised the 7-3 hasn't passed us up going to Miami. Not a bad hop. This is one I used to do a lot way back in the day in my FS98 days. It was Louisville. Actually, I did Louisville to O'Hare because Rockford wasn't a thing back then as far as UPS, but now it is. They still find O'Hare. We may have to do that. We may have to do an O'Hare flight. I just got to find an A300 that goes into O'Hare for UPS. I've seen 7.6s and 7.5s, but so far no A300, right? Man, it's beautiful. Beautiful. What little town are we flying over here? What's this town called right here? Bedford. Nice. Bedford. That's cool. It's like as my youngest daughter used to say when she wanted to know someone's name. She's just a little bitty thing. She used to say, what are you called like? She didn't know to ask, like, what is your name? She'd just say, what are you called like? It was hilarious. All right, we're level at We're level at 11,000 feet. Let's go ahead and slow her up. We're 10 out of prison. Roll her back 250. Yeah, profile is cool, but I hardly use it, really, especially on Vatsim. Like, I mean, I guess we could here, but yeah, I guess we could try it after we get over Frizen, maybe. We'll see what it does. We'll try it and see. Like, it's non-control, but usually if you have ATC on and they're giving you directives, like, it's hard to use, profile. Right? It really just is. It's hard to use that because they give you something completely different. All right, so level 11,000 feet. We're going to go ahead and get the landing lights on. All right, landing lights are on. I don't know if we need continuous relight. I'm still not sure on that SOP. Like, is it constant? Do you always put on continuous relight, or is it only like in bad weather? Like, I've seen it listed as like, you know, heavy turbulence, heavy rain, ice, that sort of thing. You put it on. Otherwise, no. So I don't know. I've seen it both ways. I have no clue. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to try it and see what it does. We're going to take this thing down to 3,000 feet. I just don't completely trust it. I really just don't. 3,000 feet. We'll do profile. It won't let us do profile. Really? There we go. Yeah, just flat out won't let us do it. That is super weird. Whoa, yeah, you see it just reset our speed. Yeah, we're not doing that. Never mind on that. Never mind on that. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're not doing... I don't know why I did that. I tried profile mode last night on RNAV approach and it didn't work either. Like, I don't know. I still don't think that's like 100% right, but we'll just descend ourselves. Let's do like 1,500. There we go. All right, just cross Frizen. Let's go ahead and slow her up to 230. I won't try to stay ahead of the airplane, right? Like, it's a new plane to me. I mean, I do good on it. I know it enough, but I don't want to get behind the airplane. Basically is what it boils down to. So I'd rather be, at least starting out as a new pilot to it, I would rather be Spires at 4,000 actually. There we go. That looks, is that Spires? Is the next waypoint Spires, or is that Spires up here? I can't tell. They're kind of jumbled together a little bit there. Either way, like I said, I'd rather stay ahead of the airplane and be early than like, if you get super comfortable with the airplane, you know exactly what it's going to do and what to expect, and yeah, you could wait. But yeah, no, not for me. So we got Spires, Bulgars, Charcoal. Okay, so we got to yeah, 4,000 for Spires. We're coming up on Honos right now. $20 out of Spires. 20 out of Spires. We still got speed brakes out too. I didn't even realize that. All right, so ILS is set 110.3, course 170. We got our MDA set. VAP is 138. Would lessen this just a little bit. Get speed brakes back in. pulling our speed back. Actually, I probably should have left them out. Slow up to 220. This plane, I know I talked about it in the live stream, right? This plane, like it descends so easy. It slows up really good. Like I said, the PMDG is a super slick airplane, man. It just doesn't want to slow up for jack. Like you really have to be Johnny on the spot and manage your descents with that thing. But this plane, like it's pretty forgiving, right? Especially for a big heavy Airbus. It's pretty forgiving. Throw some speed brakes out and it really is like putting an anchor out. Increase our descent just a tad. Do 1200. There we are, 15 out of spires. Roll our speed back just a little further here. 210. Go ahead and get slats deployed just to help slow us down a little bit. We're going to do a 30-40 landing. I'm not going to try, like, we're not going to do the 15-20. We'll try that some other time, but I need to read up on that a little more. That information, like I read that on the forum, that could be totally wrong because someone else said that the A300 always did 30-40, so it's hard to say, right? Like, unless you see it come straight from the pilot's mouth, it's hard to say. All right, we're 10 out of spires. Go ahead and pull our speed back rest of the way. We'll do 170 at spires. 170. Go back to our charts here. Charcoal is going to be roughly 5 miles, so we need to get our gear down between Bulgars and Charcoal. Have our speed good to go by Charcoal. All right, speed's coming on down nicely. Might need to bump the speed brakes just a little bit here. All right, flaps 15. All right, flaps are coming down. All right, let's go ahead and go flaps 20. Sweet. And we're level at 4K. Coming up on 170 knots. Sweet. Ready to seat up just a little bit here. There's downtown Louisville and the field is in sight. Awesome. Definitely better than the Rockford arrivals from yesterday. Those were rough, man. Really, they were. Like, with the Cat 3 ILS auto land, it made it easy. I love that. I love being able to do that and having a plane that could do that, like, successfully, you know. All right, let's go ahead and go LS mode or ILS mode. And let's do land. So we'll hold 170 knots to Bulgars, and then after that we'll drop to final approach speed, drop the gear, and go full flaps. All right, she's tracking a localizer. Got 17 right in view. Let's double check our traffic here. The other UPS is gone. Coming up on a glide slope. Go ahead and take constraints down. We don't need that any longer. Captured glide slope. Sweet. Man, I really hope to upgrade this computer at some point. I really want an AMD 7800 X3D. We need to go ahead and change that to 0. There you go. All right, that's good. Coming up on Bulgars, let's roll the speed back. Drop the gear. Go full flaps. Flaps coming down. VAP once again is 138. We'll bug 138 in just a second. We'll keep going with it. I get my view situated here. There we go. Such a stable approach too. Like I said, this is a great airplane. You can't beat it, especially like for the cost, $50. I honestly think, and I haven't done a whole bunch of different aircraft, right? Like I've got a few, but for me, like this one has the most bang for its buck as far as cost, right? Like it was bugged the other day. LNAV was broke. The update before last, it was broke for about 3 days, and then late Sunday evening they pushed a fix and got it fixed, which I was really impressed that they put that out like on a Sunday, right? And they fixed several things in addition to that as well too. So yeah, it's good. To me, in my book, it's got good support. All right, coming up on 1,000 feet. All right, we'll go ahead and take her my airplane. Just kind of sit and let her do her thing. Trim her up just a little bit, nose up. We're just going to keep her at 140. Now nose down, just tad. This plane would be a blast to fly with a yoke. I'd be willing to bet that would be awesome. All right, trim nose up a little bit, get a little bit low. Had to tweak my joystick settings on the plane. Of course. We get on this center line a little better here. Alright, start a flare, look down the runway. Power out. Nice, 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 nice. That's one of my better flares, honestly. Like, I think I'm kind of getting the hang of it. All right, reverser's out. We didn't do our auto brake, but that's fine. That was nice. I was very happy with that landing. Absolutely. All right, on the brakes just a little bit, and we'll take the taxiway to the left, clean the airplane up, and call it a day. Wow. Good flight, guys. I enjoyed it. Man, the airport looks like crap, though. This is an airport I would absolutely get pay-wear scenery for. 1,000%, right? Like, I would absolutely get... Oh, we need to make this hard. Hard lift here, hard lift. I guess we should have gone to the next one, right? But it's fine. Come on, you can do it. Let's get our flaps up. Speed brakes back in, spoilers in. Nice. Good looking airplane. Old school, right? Who digs the old school UPS scheme? I think it was the best out of all of them, but y'all know how Spur is. I think we got flaps up all the way, right? They should be coming up all the way. All right, there we go. Let's hold tight here for a second. So we can do a few things. Speed brake. I guess we landed with the speed brakes out. Oh, that was big. Yeah. You know what? I had a good landing from it, so I had a good landing. Oh, we need to work on those checklists bad. We sure do. We need to work on those. All right, taxi on, landing lights off and retracted. Let's go ahead and get the APU started. APU is starting. Let's go transmit on the transponder. There you go. All right, let's just, I don't even know if we're going to park this stage. There's nothing spectacular over there to look at, honestly. So I think that is going to do it right here, guys. Absolutely love this airplane. I hope you guys enjoyed the Microsoft content. It's been a long time since I've done this, and I'm looking forward to doing some more in A300 with you guys, and then maybe we'll branch off to some other planes too, like the CRJ and the PMDG and that sort of thing. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe. Love all of you, and we'll catch you in there next time. Peace. No, big cat, no. Oh no, kitty. Oh, that's a MiG. That's a MiG over us. Okay, it's the weirdest day ever. Oh.